Hello guys, once again it's Matt and today we have another video. Thank you all the members, all the patrons. Make sure to subscribe and let's hop in. So we are flying out the F-4EJ ADTW, I think it's called. The premium F-4EJ for the Japanese, rank 7 premium. A very good aircraft actually. The objective of this video was to actually talk a little bit of trash about this aircraft, right? But it's surprisingly alright, mainly due to the new BR changes that were made. Before that it was kind of lame, to be honest. But after the 12.0 was actually added, you get a lot more of the down tiers. So yeah, it's an aircraft that, it is an F4, it doesn't have the agile eagle, it does have flares, but it is limited of using the M7E only, not the E2, just normal E. That you can get a lot of kills with, as you see over here. We are killing people with the BVR missile. And it has the M9Ps. So it is not amazing, but it is not a bad aircraft as well. The problem was the BR, basically. It was 11.0, and it was facing a lot of up tiers basically every match, right? And now with the new BR is actually facing a lot of down tiers. If you do face a up tier, you're basically dead. It is just impossible to do anything almost. The missiles are not good enough, the radar is limited, the performance in a turn is laughable compared to the 4th gen stuff. But here against this type of aircraft of 10.3, 10.7, it is pretty alright. The missiles are good. The M9Ps, they can do well. The M7E, it can turn, you know, it just takes a while to start turning, so you need to shoot it from a further away distance. And also the APQ-120, even though it is a very limited radar looking down, because it is not a look down radar, you can get a lot of detections and kills from further than 15 kilometers with the missiles together with the radar. So it's pretty alright even, it's not a very bad aircraft. As I said, I was expecting to actually make a video just complaining about this, because it is still a $70 pack, but I was actually surprised enough that it completely changed the way that I was actually thinking, right? Just due to the fact of most battles that you face are down tiers anyway, so we will face a lot of these F5s, man, a lot of these MiG-21s, a lot of these other F4s and F8s and stuff, and not just F-16s and F-14s that I was expecting. So it is a very interesting aircraft. But remember, it is the same aircraft as the normal EJ from 11.0, the Tech 3-1, okay? It is the same aircraft. So don't expect anything too different from that. It is an aircraft that it flies the same. It is just a very early F4E. That's basically what it is. So it has its very 60s limitations that the Phantoms from that era had. So consider that before buying it. It's not a very easy aircraft to fly. It is one of those that it tends to have a learning curve, and even with that learning curve, you gotta have at least like a little bit of luck, because it tends to not be good at anything else beyond fighting down tiers. But yeah, this was a mistake. And yeah, we go to the second battle. So let's comment a little bit on the strategy that I am using in this aircraft. As you see, I am using 20 minutes of fuel and climbing a lot. Well, a lot, but at least to 4,000 or 5,000 meters. And then trying to get people from further away with the M7E. As you see on these matches, there's no reason to fire the missiles like from a further away distance, you know. It is just better to get close to them and just expect them to not notice that you're there. Because the M7E, that's the thing, it does turn well, but it takes a while to turn. So you need to make sure you have enough range for the missile to actually burn for a little bit of time. At least like 5 to 6 kilometers, I would say it's like the minimum amount of range that you can have on a missile like this. But yeah, very capable. I fired another one there that was a completely waste. I thought the first one was going to miss, but he hit it, guy. So yeah, very, very cool. I mean, it's difficult to have more than like 2 kills in such a missile like this, and with the 4 missiles, but it can be done. You just have to have a little bit of a trigger discipline and be aware of your surroundings. As you see over here, a lot of F8s come along, and F8s, they're not the most amazing thing ever, but they do have the M9s Cs, which can be a little bit problematic sometimes. Not really if you have flares and chaff, but still. And also the M9 Ds, right, and Gs. So does the head the D, the G? I don't remember. But still, it's one of those aircraft that you do need to be careful, as you see here. But always a very good tactic is to just lower the airspeed and make the target overshoots. As you see here, it's a complete break on the turning capabilities. Still a very early F4, so remember that when you are going to fly it. And also you have the gun with not a lot of ammo, so I mean, it does have a lot of ammo compared to other aircraft, but you do need to be careful. Wasted a lot of ammo to actually destroy that target there. So yeah, but very, very interesting aircraft. And the funny part and the good part about this BR is that if you get to a down tier, you kind of becomes the BVR king of the match. It is one of the only aircraft that have BVR in these kind of BRs, right? So it kind of becomes one of those things that you have a type of weapon that nobody else's have. And with that, you can get a lot of kills with especially unsuspected targets. That guy there turned 180 degrees and just went away. I tried to just maintain on his 6, but yeah. So a very cool aircraft. The question is it worth it? I mean, I don't know. Is any of the $70 packs worth it? Maybe not, right? But it's indeed a very fun aircraft. But as I said, it is the same as the normal F-4EJ. So I wouldn't like be too excited about flying this. It just helps you grind, but I would just, if you are close to the top tier, just wait for you to get the Kai and get a talisman for that. If you don't want to wait, yeah, sure, it's a good option. I think it's a better option than the T2 early. That it basically doesn't have anything different from the other T2. So at least it's a little bit more worth it in that sense, right? And the Japanese Tech 3 in general just suffers a lot from this type of condition. I wasted a lot of missiles on this F-104. Tried to get him flying high like that, but I wasn't getting any luck. I was paying attention. I was a little bit of running out of fuel, not a lot of ammo. So eventually I just decided to land and rearm. We had still 2 guys left to kill. Then I rearmed, and that one F-104 was flying above the airfield, as you see. So very, very dangerous. I tried to take off basically as fast as I could. And he almost got me, man. He almost got me. If I wasn't paying attention to the guy, I was going to get killed with a missile from him, as you see here. But yeah, he missed. I was trying to get him again, but I was really slow here. So yeah, no way that I could do that. Just kept detecting it. Then one of our bots spotted one of those F-104s coming up. I was getting locked by it, and it was an F-104S that could fire BVR missiles. Of course, my radar was kind of dead. So once I saw the missile, I just fired one Fox 1, I mean, and went fully downwards to make the missile miss. As you see, it missed, and it got the guy. So I was using actually the ground clutter to actually help me overwhelm the radar of the enemy. I need to do a video on that as well. Then the last guy was just trying to RTB. I just went for its base. Not the greatest thing ever to actually hunt a guy trying to land. But if you don't, normally just people try to camp on the airfield until the match is over. So if you actually fly high and get a little bit of altitude, the AA systems will not hit you, and you can do this and kill the last guy. So yeah, very, very cool aircraft. Unsuspectedly, it was a very, very good. But anyway, I see you guys in the next one. Make sure to subscribe and let me know in the comments what you think about this.